In this video, we are going to be sharing with each other some cool sites that we found, from design to like interesting interactions, interesting animations. We find this stuff pretty cool, so we're going to share it with each other. Scott, what do you got for us?
Well, guys, I got something really interesting. So this is
who's this handsome guy?
Oh, yes, it looks just like me. This is Flipbook.page, and their idea here is that it is a visual way of browsing, where ultimately what this is doing when you enter a search query is it creates an AI image, and you can tell. We'll talk a little bit about this. You can tell it's AI for a number of reasons. But from there, what you do is click on any one of these. Now, I will just show you the one that I clicked on, which is this. Apparently, I'm a professional b-boy and dancer. It takes a little while, so I wanted to pre-render some of these. And this is what it came up with. So basically, it allows you to kind of infinitely go through topics and click on them, and it will generate these types of images. Now, obviously, this is AI for a number of reasons. One, I've never been on Breaking Street, but my b-boy name is not Scoot. Not b-boy Scoot. That's not real. That's not real.
That's great.
Yeah. So it's very funny. Some of these, I have no idea what the influence of hip hop culture on Level Up tutorials would be, either.
Click it. Let's see it, Scott. I'm curious what the influence is.
Okay, my specialty is power moves and footwork, so I will say I did get that right somehow.
Is this a public site? So like, is he paying the AI bill as you click through here?
Yeah, I looked it up. He's using like a fast image gen.
Okay.
But the idea with this thing is just like a test of what would the browser look like?
Yes.
Or what would the web look like if literally all the UI was generated? There's no divs, there's no CSS, there's nothing. It's simply just some model generates all the UI. And that might seem kind of crazy, right? But like some people are like looking into it, especially the new OpenAI models are very well trained on user interface. Like it could get like DaVinci Resolve UI perfect, you know?
Yeah, but I'll say like what I'm looking at so far feels kind of like the old web mixed with the new. Like we used to have image maps that you'd like split up to click on.
Yeah.
And that's what this feels like. So like maybe if you pre-generated it ahead of time so it wasn't slow, and then also like made sure that there weren't any typos or like hallucinated stuff. Like this is I like it. It's a cool way to explore data, I think. Yeah.
Yes, as a pure technical demo and like exploration into usability, I think it's neat. As an actual experience, it's not. But you know, I do like their little demo here where they have this is like what it could be like. I think is just really cool. It's like living, and it feels like one of those diagram books where you're getting to go inside of things and stuff. Like I think this demo is really sick. Now, granted, it's a long ways away from this demo, but I do think that, like, as an idea, that's pretty cool.
If you go back up to your example. If you click on the bottom right-hand corner, there's a stream video option. It uses another model to turn images into like videos, right? So
I wasn't able to get this to work, which is one of the reasons why I haven't shown it. Very slow. But again, none of this information is correct. I absolutely do not use structured rhythmic flow to do my tutorials.
I don't think that's really the point of this, though. The point of it is that a UI could be generated on the fly, and obviously it's slow, and obviously it looks like crap and whatever. But like those things aside, it's an interesting look into like what's the future of UI? Is it possibly generated?
Yes, I will say, if you're looking at this, that critical eye, I think that's the important thing to remember here. One thing I did find very odd, I just want to call this out, is that it seems really, well, besides the fact that, like, obviously the CSS isn't good, but it's really set on having the word cancer be in here.
.cancer.
But it's not just there. It's also an element named cancer here, which is obvious. Yeah. Like, I don't know about that, but
hey,
very
Wes.
odd.
Wes 8.
Yeah, the new CSS property.
Yes.
That is hilarious. Can you do another one for CJ and me as well? Just like let them load in the background.
What do we do? Coding Garden.
Sure. Yeah. I really liked the interactive example at the bottom, because like that's what makes me think is like, let's say you have an expert actually validate the data, like it's real. You have like real places, real things. It's almost like an interactive textbook or like an interactive way to learn.
Yeah, it feels like those books, like the go inside, like the how this is made type of books, which I really love.
I really like that. Let's see if it can figure out who I am. Growing software. No, I just made it up. That's cool though. I mean, I actually do like how they've come up with prompts to give it a consistent design style. So that's pretty cool.
If you open up the, there's a WebSocket that connects. And if you open up the WebSocket, you can actually see the prompt that they're using.
Okay.
Of course, Wes opened up the WebSocket.
I actually love that AI doesn't know who I am, because there's several YouTube channels of people named CJ Reynolds, and I think it found a different one. So.
Oh yes,
Real rap.
Real rap with CJ Reynolds.
Do Wes? I bet it knows about Wes.
So here we have Wes Boss with very
with the
real
huge
looking
beard.
Wes Boss.
I've never had a beard like that.
Beard, sunglasses, or glasses, yeah.
React and Next.js expert.
Nice.
Beginner
Yes.
JavaScript. They got that right. Based in
It did get
Hamilton.
your Twitter handle correct.
Is that map correct for Hamilton, Ontario? Does that look generally right?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
Pretty close to where I used to live. It's not exactly,
It's
but
like
it's,
his actual address.
It's doxing you.
yeah. Yeah, I
just
used to
meant,
live right on the corner of the bay there.
Okay. I just meant like the general shape of the map, like the streets and the river and stuff. You know what this reminds me of? Microsoft Encarta. Like when I was a kid, I had the entire encyclopedia on like a CD. I would just browse like the encyclopedia for hours, and it had a lot of like interactive illustrations and visualizations. This is like that. But Wes, is that exactly where you used to live?
So where the mountain is wrong, but where the pin is in relation to the water and how it dips into the water, that's exactly where I used to live. Like it for sure knows my address. And this is like not a expensive model either. I think it's using like Gemini Flash image, the cheap one.
Yeah. All right, who's next?
I could do mine.
Ooh.
All right, I'm going to be showing mine. It's really dark, but I hope this shows up. This is the new Grock voice landing page. And don't I know a lot of people hate everything around this company, but can we just appreciate the UI of this?
I love this.
You're probably not hearing it yet. You got textures. They've built I don't know what you call this, like a mixer board.
I love this aesthetic of design where it's like 90s hardware. Reminds me of like a Tascam or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Look at this one.
Oh,
the sound
Yeah.
of these buttons is just so good. And if you inspect Element, they're actual buttons, right? It's proper HTML behind the scenes for all this stuff. So big fan. There's one more here. This is like a little
beautiful.
radio.
Yeah.
Just so well done. I think if I inspect Element, it's just done in like divs and CSS.
Yeah. This is my favorite aesthetic for this type of thing.
I thought it would be SVG, and it's not. It's just, I love this aesthetic. So someone spent some time recreating these things, and it's just a really nice interface. Fun to see this type of thing. I feel like people are not doing fun interfaces lately. Everyone's just vibe coding whatever you have. So when you see something like this, someone spent some time on this.
I do like how like both yours, Wes, and Scott's are reminding me of like the old web or like old interactions, because like this is skeuomorphism, isn't it? Because it's kind of like it looks like
It's
the physical
skeuomorphism,
world.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And like we don't see a lot of that in modern design. But I think it's really cool for interaction and like also like immersing you in the design. Like you feel like it's physical hardware.
Yeah, I don't think it's a great like UI for like a product, but it is a great UI for like a landing page, right?
It reminds me of like VST style. Interestingly enough, and I don't necessarily know why, but their sliders for these things, Wes, on all the sliders, they're just it's a bunch of buttons. So I would feel like even the slider in position is a bunch of buttons. Very odd choice there, but there's got to be a reason why. I feel like you could do this with like radio inputs or
This should be a radio input with
range?
CSS anchor. Remember we did the video, or I did a video where it followed the currently highlighted one. This is not doing that. That's just, it's using old school, like calculating the location. Yeah, that definitely should be a radio, but it is just a button that's being selected. I'm sure there's a reason for it, but
yeah, there's almost always a reason for it.
all right, CJ, what do you got?
All right, so I got a site from the archives of Virgil Abloh. So they were a designer in the world of streetwear and also like even like Louis Vuitton and stuff like that. But they designed the Air Jordans the 10 collaboration back in 2017. And so since Virgil has passed, his family is collecting all of the notes and everything that he's taken over the years of design. And so this page is, first of all, like really cool, like slide-in animation. Like as you scroll, you see the
That's so
Jordan,
good.
and then the text gradually appears. They're just doing this with like spans that pop in with the text. But the cool part is like the actual archive itself. So this article talks about like how they went about designing the shoes, and all of the links when you hover over them. They give you more info. Yeah. So like these are from his original notebooks when he was designing the 10s. And first of all, I just think this is a really cool interaction. Like this is like, it's kind of like Wikipedia where you hover over links and it shows you a preview of the next article, but it's like a little window into that specific world. So I feel like we should see more of this in articles that have like related information. Like this is showing some of the like the posters in the design room.
Yeah.
What do they call that? They call that in the magazine an editorial, you know?
Can you drag it around? Is it like a
I think
window?
I do believe it's a straight up window.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it's a window on the page, and I just like the design. I think I'm feeling like more sites should do this. It's very similar to the one that Scott showed, where like you're diving into data. Yeah, it's contextual, and then like because you are in charge of it, like you can come up with like real interesting stuff that actually dives into the behind the scenes of like whatever you're talking about or whatever you're linking to. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Very cool.
This was done by Jonathan Moore. Sent me a DM. He was the designer behind the Yeezy site. So for those who maybe didn't see it, we did a video on the Yeezy site, and it was this really cool zooming thing, and then we took it down due to some reasons of the entire site was replaced with some awful stuff. And the poor guy had built this sick site, and then he obviously couldn't show it to anybody because there was awful stuff on it. So I was really stoked when he messaged me about this, because this is a really cool implementation of the site. And I think there's a couple other sites that go along with it, right? Like there's Canary -- Yellow as well, or Canary -- Yellow. So big fan of that.
Yeah, this rules. I love this stuff, man. I like this series of bringing cool new projects here, because I don't know if I would have seen this, even though I love all of the topics involved here. So
yeah, and I think so. It might be everything or some of the things in the Virgil archive, like get this treatment of like a page diving into them, and then it's also like a shop of some of their designs that you can buy.
Oh, and I think is it on Shopify?
I think so.
Does not look like a Shopify site.
Yeah,
which is very impressive. The last one that I looked at was Shopify, and it was like very heavy web components.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll put the links to the designers below as well. Probably a good follow on socials. All right, let us know what you think about these sites, and keep sending us links to cool sites that you stumble upon, whether you want us to do like a breakdown of like how this thing was built, or whether you want to just check it out and say this is cool and what tech they're using. We love getting them. Send us emails, DMs, whatever, smoke signal. You got it. Peace.